How do I look? Do I look super cute? Hi, I'm Natasha Hayter, and I just graduated from UC Berkeley. I got my degree in film studies because I'm stupid, I don't know, but it did train my brain to be pretty analytical about things, and I don't want to lose that. So I thought talking about books online or maybe movies, I don't know what we're gonna do. I like books, I like reading, you can't really see that. Obviously, I like to read, I like to make movies, I like to write, I like to paint. I'm a very creative person and I can feel my creative desire eking out of me at an alarming rate. I figure, why not hold myself accountable? Make some YouTube videos. I can remember my postgrad life, hopefully keep this brain in check, keep myself accountable. And I thought the best way to do that would be to document my going through The Artist's Way. If you haven't heard of The Artist's Way, it's a self-help book by Julia Cameron. My parents are both artists and they swear by it. I have friends who have read it. It's like sort of a meme in the art space that like when your life is at its lowest, you go to Julia Cameron, you read The Artist's Way, and yeah, God forbid, it fixes you a little. So I thought I'd do it. I have done it before. I didn't get all the way through. Sorry, my mom wrote a little note for me in here. I don't, this has been stuck under my bed for like probably years. Dearest Natasha, this book has helped me find my way more than once. It's truly magical. Love, Mama, Mama. You gotta listen to your mama. That's one thing I've learned. Okie dokie. A lot of this is very spiritual, and I don't believe in God. I believe that if you believe in God, God is real for you. And I so wish God could be real for me, but unfortunately, he is not. Even though it is like spiritual and there is like a God element, you can make that anything you want. God must become an activity in our consciousness. Shit. Why am I overwhelmed? I'm holding a book. I'm holding a book in my room. I should not be overwhelmed. Week 1, recovering a sense of safety. Topical. This week initiates your creative recovery. You may feel both giddy and defiant, hopeful and skeptical. The readings, tasks, and exercises aim at allowing you to establish a sense of safety, which will enable you to explore your creativity with less fear. All right, well, I'm gonna read this first thing and then I'm gonna get back to you and maybe have an activity for us to do. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, so it's the next day. I'm repping my alma mater. Basically, one of the main things about The Artist's Way is that you're supposed to do these morning pages, which is like, sorry, my dog is drinking some water. Every morning, set your clock 1/2 hour early, get up and write 3 pages of longhand and stream of consciousness morning writing. Do not reread these pages or allow anyone else to read them. Ideally, stick these pages in a large manila envelope or hide them somewhere. Welcome to the morning pages. They will change you. Okay, my dog is like actually going crazy. He is really cute though. Yeah, you're beautiful. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you what I found important while reading. Unfortunately, many artists never receive this critical early encouragement. As a result, they may not know they are artists at all. I felt that this was important to include because if people are watching this and they don't necessarily want to do The Artist's Way or think it's for them or think that they're artists at all, maybe you are an artist and you don't have to do the book, that's not what I'm saying, but like that you can follow along with me here, or you can just like pick up a pencil and some paper and draw or write a poem. And because if you are an artist, which, spoiler alert, most people are, you might not know it. The point of this book is that it is you. It is all of us. To corroborate that, there's another quote. It says, very often audacity, not talent, makes one person an artist and another a shadow artist. Hiding in the shadows, afraid to step out and expose the dream to the light, fearful that it will disintegrate to the touch. Don't let that be you. Remember that in order to recover as an artist, you must be willing to be a bad artist. Give yourself permission to be a beginner. By being willing to be a bad artist, you have a chance to be an artist, and perhaps over time, a very good one. You know it's dumb to worry about spelling, so you don't mention it. And since you don't, it continues to block you from finding a solution. Spelling fears are a remarkably common block. That was really difficult. Like, I look crazy. I feel crazy. I'm not gonna tell you what I wrote about because that's against the point. I will tell you what I noticed, which is that I am pretty fucking mean to myself sometimes. I do not need to be saying all of that. So I'm gonna work through that in my blurts, and then I'm gonna eat breakfast, and then I'm gonna go to my figure drawing class. I decided that I am going to go to a figure drawing class today at 9:30 because I want to do figure drawing. I found one. It's 20 minutes away. I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna see if that counts as my artist date because I'm cheap. I'll probably take myself on another artist date because I want to go to the beach. I also don't know if I'm allowed to take you on my artist date, but I'm gonna do it anyways because this is all fake. I don't really have time to record. I'm here 10 minutes early, but there's already people going and I'm so nervous. But the thing about nervousness is you have to do it anyways. You have to do it anyways. I have, you know, anxieties. I have like stuff going on and I don't let it stop me. And oh boy, but am I fucking nervous? I'm so scared. Oh, I don't want anyone to see me recording either. I'm terrified. Okay, I'm back. Let me spin you a yarn. So you saw me in the car. I was so scared. This guy pulled up behind me while I was filming and I was like, oh God, he's gonna see me filming. He's gonna think that I'm like here to make fun of it. He's gonna think all these things, like genuinely stuff that is just very blatantly not true. And so I was nervous walking in and I ended up talking to him because I was like, hi, do you mind if I follow you? I don't know where I'm going. It's my first time. He was so nice. He like brought me in, he like showed me where the stuff was and told me to sit anywhere and I just sat down and it was great and I paid my $20. Incredibly worth it for 3 hours. $20 for 3 hours, that's good. I was still feeling pretty nervous because I was like, I have no clue what I'm doing. Like I'm not very well practiced in drawing. So this was really frightening for me, but basically it starts, I don't know what the ethics are of like showing my drawings. I'm gonna show them and if it's not okay, I won't put it in the video. I started and they start out with 10 2-minute poses. This was my first one. It's not great. I was feeling kind of bad at this point. I was like, okay, well I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna just be terrible at this for 3 hours. And then I did my next one, which was this. And I was like, okay, that's better. And then this was my third one. And I was like, okay, I'm sort of getting it. But then I changed sketchbooks because I didn't want to do that one anymore. I got this from my mom for graduation. So cute. And I finished up the 10 twos. I am proud of this. They did 2 10s. And I did these. They did a 20-minute. And I did not like, this one was fine. I tried using oil pastels, which I like have never done before. Like I had oil pastels, like I know I've used them before, I just don't like remember. And this was it, and I was like, that's terrible, I'm never doing that again. Then they did the long one, which is basically, I'm pretty sure, 3 30-minute sessions for the same pose, so model gets a break. And I am really proud of this. I am frankly very proud of this. Like I learned so much doing it. I actually was watching her for so long and I by the end, like I didn't really do the last 30-minute section because I was like, I don't want to, I'm done. So I just watched her and I watched the people around me draw and I learned so much about like different ways people approach things and the different styles and I actually, watching her, I saw her heartbeat under her chest and that was like crazy. So I felt like I learned so much about so many things. So basically, I mean, if you're thinking about doing this and you're nervous, I want to tell you all the things that like I would want to have known going in to like sort of assuage my concern. I was wearing t-shirt and jeans. Everyone was very cash. I was probably one of the youngest people there. There were some people in their 20s. I didn't go around canvassing, but like I felt like graduating was like this big thing that like let me be like, oh, I'm an adult now. But everyone was so nice and everyone was so open to asking, like answering questions. And the thing about artists is that they love to talk about their art. So I would just go around and I would like talk to people and I'd say like, oh, like how are you approaching this? What do you do this? And like I learned so much just by doing that. I made friends. And I'm gonna go back. This was a wonderful experience and I totally recommend it regardless of skill level because like going from her to her, I'm very proud of myself and for going. Oh, and I did my morning pages. That was terrible. I hated it. I really hated it. No, sitting with yourself takes about 30 minutes. It's terrible. I am really mean. I am very mean to myself. That's part of it. The exercise is like you take all those things that your brain says and you write them down and then you turn them into positive affirmations. So if it's like, I'm stupid, you're like, I'm smart or whatever. And I had like so many. I was just like, this is so stupid. Like my handwriting's terrible. I can't spell. I can't do this. I can't do that. And it was just not fun. And I was hungry. But I did it. I'm gonna keep doing it because that's what the book says and I need direction in my life. It's the next day. I have so many errands to run today. I have to go to CVS. I have to go to Best Buy. I have to go to Apple Store. I hate the Apple Store. I did my morning pages. It was marginally easier today. It still was not fun. But there's a bunch of other exercises in here that I have to do. I can't believe I graduated college and then immediately was like, oh, let me give myself homework. What are you doing? We're gonna do 3. I really don't want to do 4 right now. I barely want to do 3. Basically, 3 is time travel, list 3 old enemies of your creative self-worth. I'm not going to tell you everyone I'm putting on this list. I mean, it's only 3. I'm gonna tell you 1 because I think that story is important. So my number 1 is my middle school teacher. I won't say what kind of school I went to, but I went to a school where it's like you have the same teacher from 1st through 8th grade. And she was really mean. I'm sure she was troubled in her own way, but in my story, like, she is an enemy. She is a monster. So I'm not gonna give her that grace that I know that I probably should because she's just a person and she had things going on and yada yada yada. But I went to like an artsy school, so like we would have to draw in class. I went up to like ask her a question and I looked down at the girl that she was like helping and it was so good and I was like, oh my god, that's so good. And it was like the tone was a little bit self-deprecating, sure, but then my teacher turned around and was like, well, everybody has different talents. I just went back to my desk and I cried to one of my like, you know when you have beef in middle school and like that's your arch nemesis? Yeah, mine was this kid and he was really like athletic and he pissed me off and he was stupid and I hated him. But I told him the story and he was like, wow, that's really mean. And we sort of bonded over that. That tanked my confidence and ever since I've been like, oh, like I'm not like I can't draw, I can't paint, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like just because she said something one-off that I'm sure she wouldn't even remember. Something to keep in mind for yourself and saying like, when people say these things, like, is that true? Like, was it said purposefully? Was it said blah, blah, blah? Or like, and then like make sure you think about what you're saying before you say it to young kids. So I could write that down. And then my second one is, you know what, I'm not gonna say. That was in my adult life. So it definitely doesn't stop happening. So I guess I'm gonna reflect, which sucks. I hate reflecting. It's been a couple of days. I've been pretty busy. One of my friends is going away for the summer, so I had to say bye to her. I auditioned for Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm hoping I get that. So life has been like pretty good. Stuff's been going on. I'm sorry I haven't taken you. I actually watched 2 movies as well. I watched Backrooms and Obsession. Backrooms was terrible. Obsession was really, really good. Today I woke up and I was like, oh great, like nothing's happening in my life. But I'm doing the morning pages, but I have to be honest, I am only doing 1 page a day. So is it morning pages or is it morning page? I hate it so much. It is so, like I used to do it and it wasn't this bad, but like this is like my brain is exploding. And I'm so behind. Like I had a whole schedule and I'm like not following it, which is weird because this is self-assigned homework. Like this is made up. Can't be bothered. Last assignment I told you about was the time travel where you had to list 3 old enemies, but the next assignment after that one is to write out a story regarding the event. So I'm gonna do that. I don't want to. I genuinely don't want to. I don't know how far I got last time, so I'm hoping it does like get fun, or maybe I start to be more fun and that's the solution. Let me lock in and get back to you. Okay, that one actually kind of felt good because I didn't write it out because I didn't want to, but I drew them. I feel like maybe I shouldn't show this because they're really mean. But honestly, I mean, these people have been pretty mean to me as well. So I'm just gonna like, some creatures. Some creatures! And these are people who I'm still letting affect me? Like, it is kind of silly. Like, yes, these things are really big and I do think about them all the time. Oh, I want to do this. I'm like, in the back of my head, I'll hear their voice. So that one is actually kind of fun. And I got to draw it instead of write it because it's a lot of writing. Whew. So now we're gonna do the next one because I was meant to get through all of these by today. That was my schedule and I didn't. I mean, it's okay. The next one, write a letter to the editor in your defense. Mail it to yourself is a great, I don't want to write. Okay, I have to write a letter in my defense complaining about the things that these people have said to me. So I am gonna do that, frankly, because I would like to complain. Oh, and then the next one is Hall of Champions. Okay, we're gonna do Hall of Monsters today and then we'll do Hall of Champions tomorrow. Because right now I feel like trashing. Right now I feel like I hate. Hi guys, I was going through the footage and I realized I was so orange. So I'm hoping that me turning off the overhead light and just using the lamps is gonna fix that. So we're learning together. I went to a coffee shop yesterday to edit the footage that I already have and to finish up some of the assignments in week 1. I didn't do all of them. I skipped like the fig tree one, which is basically write out 5 different lives that you could be living and then you go and live one for the week. Probably should have done that one earlier, but I didn't really want to because I kind of love my life even when I hate my life. That's one of my toxic traits. It's if like it's not toxic because sometimes it is a good thing where I'm like, I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna do that. And overall I do think it is to my benefit, but there's other times where I'm like, I should just do it. And this is what is making this hard because it's like I just said I'd do it and now I have to do it. Anyway, so at the end of week 1, we're supposed to do a check-in. At the end of every week, I'm pretty sure you do a check-in. So the first question it asks is, how many days did you do your morning pages? I did not do them today. Is today still happening? Could I still do them? Probably. Yeah, probably I could. I'm not going to. Like I said, if I don't want to, it just won't happen. I do not like doing them. I'm going to keep doing them, except I am, like I said earlier, demoting it to 1 page because it is so mind-numbingly boring. My attention span is shot so bad. So we're working on getting that back. I'm still gonna do it because I do think it is important. I just think the 3 pages is too much for me. Second one is, did you go on your artist date? Yes, I did. I went figure drawing. It was awesome. I tried something new. I did it alone and I made a bunch of new friends and it was a great experience. Very positive about that. And then the third one is just generally other issues. And what I wrote was basically, it's self-assigned homework and I'm not doing it. That's stupid. Nevertheless, she persisted. This is the end of week 1. Week 2 will premiere next Friday, hopefully. And I'm gonna film that right now. So if you see that and I'm in the same outfit, that's why. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I am gonna keep doing this.